श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। जय जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा। श्री अद्वैत गदाधारा श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे, हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। जय प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा, जय प्रभुपदा, जय गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा गुरुदेवा, जय गुरुदेवा। निताय गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल, निताय गौर हरि बोल। हरे कृष्णा माता जी, धन्यवाद, प्रणाम।
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Chanda Mataji. Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Pranam. So today's speaker is His Grace Advait Chandra Prabhu, and Prabhu will cover today's shlokas, our 17th chapter from shloka number 19 to 24. So Hari Bol, Prabhu. Welcome, Prabhu.
Sorry, I was on mute. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Pranam.
Pranam.
Yeah.
So we'll start.
Yes, Prabhu, please.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraye Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu Nityam Bhagavatu Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. So today we are reading from Shrimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 17, text 19 to 24. So would anyone like to read the text and translations?
Divya Mataji. Divya Mataji, are you there?
Yes, Mataji.
Yeah, please, Mataji.
Chakre Hiranyakashipu Dorbya Brahmavarena cha वशे सपाला लोकां स्त्री न कुतो मृत्यु सुरुद्धतः. Shall I read the translation, Mataji?
Yes, Mataji, read translation.
Translation by Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. The elder child Hiranyakashipu was afraid of death from anyone within the three worlds because he received a benediction from Lord Brahma. He was proud and puffed up due to his benedictions and was able to bring all three planetary systems under his control. Hare Krishna Mataji, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Mataji. Dandavat pranams.
Hare Krishna. Prabhu, do you want
Thank you.
them to read purport?
No, we can go to the next verse.
Okay, Prabhu. Sudha Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, pranams, Hare Krishna Mataji. हिरण्याक्षो अनुजस्तस्य प्रियप्रीति कृदन्वहं गदापाणे दिवं यातो युयुत्सुर्मृगयन्. Translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. His younger brother Hiranyaksha was always ready to satisfy his elder brother by his activities. Hiranyaksha took a club on his shoulder and traveled all over the universe with a fighting spirit just to satisfy Hiranyakashipu. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you. Next verse, please.
Shobha Mataji, read the text. Translation someone else will read because there are many hands.
Haribol Dandavat Pranam Mataji and Prabhuji, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Tam Diksha Duksahajavam Pranat Kanchana Nupuram Vaijayantya Shraddhadustam Hamsa Nyasta Mahagatam. Haribol Dandavat Pranam.
Karpagavali Mataji, read the translation, please.
Hiranyaksha's temper was difficult to control. He had anklets of gold tinkling about his feet. He was adorned with a gigantic garland, and he rested his huge mace on one of his shoulders. Thank you, Mother. Shall I read the purport?
No, Mataji, there is no purport.
Thank you, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Namrita Mataji, please read the shloka.
Hare Krishna Mataji. Manovirya varutsiktam asranyam akuto bhayam bhitani devas tarkshaya drista ivahaya. Hare Krishna.
Sindhu Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Pranam Prabhuji. Text 22, translation by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His mental and bodily strength as well as the boon conferred upon him had made him proud. He feared death at the hands of no one, and there was no checking him. The gods, therefore, were seized with fear at his very sight, and they hid themselves even as snakes hide themselves for fear of Garuda.
Anita Mataji.
Okay.
Oh, it's done. Prabhu, you want
20 till 24 or 23?
till 24, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah, let's continue.
Anita Mataji.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Mataji. Savetirohitan drishtva mahasa svena dhaityarat sendran devagana chivan apashyan vyanadhatrisham. Hare Krishna.
Krishnamurti Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Translation by A.C. Bhakti Vedanta Prabhupada ki jai. On not finding Indra and the other demigods who had previously been intoxicated with power, the chief of the Daityas, seeing that they had all vanished before his might, roared loudly. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Hare Krishna Mataji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Om Jnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padai Krishna Prishthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So today we read from Shrimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, chapter 17, and text 19 to 24. And here it is said that Hiranyakashipu, he was unafraid of death from anyone in the three worlds because he had received a benediction from Lord Brahma. And what was the benediction from Lord Brahma when he performed these austerities? He actually got the benediction. He asked for immortality from Lord Brahma. And Lord Brahma said, well, I cannot give you something which I don't have myself. I'm not immortal. I may be living for a very, very long time, but I'm not immortal. So how can I give you immortality? And so Hiranyakashipu said, okay, my dear Lord Brahma, if you cannot give me immortality, can you give me the boon that I shall not be killed inside or outside the house? Brahma said, yeah, I can give you that boon. Can you give me the boon that I shall not be killed during any time of the day or night? I said, yes, sure, I can give you that boon. Okay, not be killed on the earth's surface or on sky. I said, yeah, I can do that. Uh, what about if I'm not killed by any devas or asuras? Yeah, sure, I can give that boon. Then please give me the boon that I shall not be killed with a weapon that has power and life in it. Anything which is like a living weapon, power and life. And said, yeah, I can do that. Okay, also no weapon which is lifeless and powerless. I said, yeah, sure, I can do that. And in this way, he covered all the permutations and combinations that are required with which anyone can be killed. And so he practically became immortal because no one could kill him. And then he started his atrocities on the devas and the devotees. And in this way, he, in fact, when he would raise his eyebrows, the demigods, the devatas would run in fear. And then uh, sometimes we feel very cold, sometimes we feel very warm or hot. Hiranyakashipu, if he would feel warm or hot, he would just say 20 degrees Celsius or 72 degrees Fahrenheit. And all the devatas, the Vayu and Agni and all these devatas would go to change the climate to that temperature. We talk about global warming, we talk about the climate change and things like that. He had climate change on his fingertips. This was Hiranyakashipu. And Srila Prabhupada here in the purport, he says he was such a great controller. He would control even the devatas. Devatas would run hiding. One may become as strong and puffed up as Hiranyakashipu and bring under his control all the three worlds. But there is no possibility of continuing life eternally or keeping the conquered booty forever. And then Srila Prabhupada ends with these words, his purport to this verse. So many emperors have ascended to power, and they are now lost in oblivion. That is the history of the world. So one time there was a king, and this king said, I will give anything someone asks if they can answer my one question. What is the question? The question is, give me one phrase, one line that will be applicable in all situations of life. And many people came forward. They said certain sayings and phrases, and then the king would find that no, it is applicable in such and such situation, but not in another situation. I want something which is applicable in all situations in life. Some people came and said, I am great. This phrase is applicable to you for all situations. And the king said, no, I am great in certain situations, but sometimes I'm not. He says, okay. Another person came and said, you are great, which means you tell others that you are great. And then it's applicable to everyone. So it's applicable to everyone, but not in all situations. I want one phrase which can be equally applied anywhere, anytime, and it will be applicable. And so there was this one man, he said, I can answer your question, but there is a condition. The king said, what is the condition? He said, I will write this phrase on a piece of paper and I'll give it to you. You roll this paper and put it inside the ring of your finger. And whenever you feel that you need some help the most, that's the only time you can open this paper. And then you will realize how this will work in all situations. The king thought about it and he said, well, I don't know. How can I judge? He said, you can take as much time as you want to judge it. I'm not in a hurry. He said, okay. So this person wrote something on a piece of paper and he gave to the king. The king put it in his ring and time passed and it continued. And one day there was the neighboring kingdom. They came and the king was overpowered. And the enemy soldiers were running after the king on horse. Horses were running after the king's horse. And king was running on the horse. And then his horse tumbled down. And then the king had to run. And as soon as he ran, he came to the edge of a cliff. He said, what should I do? What should I do? And he jumped inside. When he said, what should I do? What should I do? He said, this is the time. He remembered the words of that wise man. That wise man said, when you need the most help, that's when you read this phrase. So then the king immediately opened his ring. He took the paper out and he read the words. Do you want to know what those words said? Those words, the phrase in the paper said, all things must pass. All things must pass. And when the king read in that desperate situation with the soldiers, their horses nearing, and in the front, there is only a cliff. When he read those words, all things must pass, a serene calm came over him. And he became, all his anxiety went away. And at that time he realized, oh, there's some bush here, let me jump inside that bush. And so he ran inside the bush and hid there. The enemy soldiers came, they saw him, they couldn't find him, they left. The king then ran into the jungle. And after 1 year, he was able to gather his army, because he understood, he got so much serenity and calmness just by hearing all things must pass. This desperate situation will also pass away. And so he rebuilt his army, and he again went and reclaimed his kingdom. He defeated the king who had overpowered his kingdom, and he reclaimed his kingdom. And as he was coming back to his kingdom in a big procession on a huge chariot, and with his subjects on either side of the city, welcoming him, throwing flowers at him, chanting his praises, suddenly something shone in his eye, and he saw that the sun is reflecting on his ring. And he opened the ring again, and he read the words, all things must pass, which means this praise and this good time that he's seeing, this will also pass away. And so he understood this phrase, all things must pass, is applicable in all situations, in bad situations, in good situations, in all difficulties or happiness in life. This phrase is valid, because our goal is not to be stuck in this material world where things just change, keep changing and passing. The only thing constant is change. But there's another thing which is constant in this material world, is our connection with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Srila Prabhupada is mentioning here, so many emperors have ascended to power and they are now lost in oblivion. Similarly, Hiranyakashipu, he was proud and puffed up because of the boon that he received, but he did not realize all things must pass. And then Sri Lord Nrsimhadev appeared to completely annihilate, following every boon that was given by Lord Brahma. He took him on his lap, which is neither on earth nor in the sky. He was not a human being nor an animal. He was Narasimha. And then he also said he was neither a deva nor a asura. He said, I don't want to be killed by a weapon that has power and life in it, nor do I want to be killed by a weapon that is lifeless and powerless. And so he was killed by the nails. The nails are actually connected to the body. So in that sense, the blood does not pass through the nails. That's why we are able to clip the nails or cut the nails, because the tip of the nails, there is no life in it. But still, it's connected to the body, so it's not exactly lifeless. And so in this way, he used his nails to kill Hiranyakashipu. So all things must pass, including Hiranyakashipu's great reign. But then, since we know that Hiranyakashipu, Hiranyaksha, they are none other than Jai and Vijay, the gatekeepers of the Vaikuntha planet. And they came from Vaikuntha. That's why no human, they could not be killed in the material world by any material person. And Krishna had to come himself to deliver in all their three births. Then Srila Prabhupada goes to explain how his younger brother, Hiranyaksha, of course, Hiranyaksha was very much satisfied he wanted to satisfy his elder brother. And so Hiranyaksha went and wanted to lord over the material nature. So it is said that Hiranyakashipu means, Hiranya means gold, Kashipu means soft beds. One who likes the pleasures of gold and soft beds, indicating the soft pleasures of life. They are Hiranyakashipu. That's the Hiranyakashipu is in each and every one of our hearts. Hiranyaksha is in each and every one of our hearts, especially when we are performing sense gratification, especially when we are exploiting the resources of Mother Earth. Srila Prabhupada would often quote a verse from Niti Shastra. He would say, Matravat paradareshu, paradravyeshu loshatvat, atmavat sarvabhuteshu, yah pashyati sapandita. Who is a pandita? Who is a wise person? Matravat sarvat paradareshu. One who considers anyone except his wife as a mother. Matravat. Paradravyeshu loshatvat, which means others' wealth he considers as clay or mud of earth, just some dirt. If it does not belong to me, that wealth is dirt. I should not be greedy for that. That was what Hiranyaksha was. Atmavat sarvabhuteshu. He considers other feelings as one's own feeling, which means be a pandita is someone who thinks that when others are in distress, he feels distress for them. When others are happy, he feels happy for them. That is a wise person. Most of us in this material world, we have the tendency to be happy when others are suffering, thinking, oh, at least I'm better than that person. That's pride. We are sad when others grow. We become sad and disappointed and distressed with envy sometimes when we see someone growing, being very happy more than us. But a wise person, a devotee, is opposite. So in this way, we understand that we must be opposite of Hiranyakashipu. It is said that there are 8 relatives of a devotee. Patience is the father of a devotee. Forgiveness is the mother. Truthfulness is the son. Sincerity is the daughter. Sadhu Sangha is wife. Self-control is the brother. Compassion is sister. And detachment is a true friend. These are the 8 relatives of a devotee. And if we can understand them and build relationship with these qualities, then we will grow in Krishna consciousness. Because Srila Prabhupada says that a devotee is determined to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead to his full satisfaction. That is the only purpose of a devotee, which is what Prahlad Maharaj did, the son of Hiranyakashipu. He was determined. In any situation, I want to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Bhagavan, Shri Krishna. And then Prabhupada says, anything that hampers such determination should certainly be rejected. This is the principle of bhakti. Anukulasya sankalpa, pratikulasya varjanam. In fact, this verse comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita, comes in Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas. This verse comes in Chaitanya Charitamrita with when Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is reciting this verse of what is the meaning of surrender. We say surrender to Krishna. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Take my shelter, sharana. What does it mean by sharana? What does it mean by taking shelter of Krishna? What does it mean by surrendering to Krishna? This verse that Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu spoke to Srila Sanatana Goswami in Varanasi or in Prayag, this verse explains it. And then Srila Sanatana Goswami also repeats this verse in his Hari Bhakti Vilas. And the same verse that we are going to discuss was written by Sri Ramanujacharya. Anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam rakshishyati iti vishvaso gopatritve varanam tatha atma nikshepa karpanyam shadvidha sharanagati. What are the 6 symptoms of surrender? What are the 6 symptoms of the fact that we are taking shelter of Krishna? Sharanagati, Sharana. Sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Krishna says we must take shelter of him. But how to take shelter of him? What is the symptom of someone who has taken shelter of Krishna? These are the 6 symptoms. Anukulasya sankalpa, which means accepting things favorable for devotional service, and pratikulasya varjanam, rejecting things unfavorable for devotional service. Believing firmly in the Lord's protection, rakshishyati iti vishvaso, I have firm faith that Krishna will protect me. If we think like this, that is surrender, and Krishna will reciprocate. In any situation, if we are in very unfavorable situations, if we just think Krishna will definitely protect, we are taking shelter of Krishna, and ye yathamam prapadyante tam sathaiva bhajamyaham, Krishna will reciprocate accordingly. We take his shelter, he will give his shelter. Feeling exclusively dependent on the mercy of the Lord for one's maintenance. Gopatritve varanam tatha, that Krishna is maintaining. I'm completely dependent on Krishna. Krishnaika sharanam. Again, sharanam comes. The 26th quality of a devotee. There are 26 qualities. The 26th quality and the most important quality, the primary quality of a devotee is Krishnaika sharanam. He takes shelter of only Krishna, completely dependent, helplessly dependent. Atma nikshepa karpanyam. Atma nikshepa means he has no interest separate from the Lord. Atma nikshepa, nothing for me, everything for Krishna. Whatever Krishna desires, my desire is one. That's what I want to desire. Atma nikshepa. Karpanya means feeling helpless. So if we are feeling helpless all the time, understanding we are in this material world, which is a place of misery, and we are stuck here. Helpless humility. That is Karpanya. So when we are chanting, Srila Prabhupada would say, chant, call out to Krishna like a helpless child calls out to their mother. Because that's the principle of surrender. That's the principle of Sharana. Anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam. This applies to everything in our life, our thoughts, our action, our words, our character, our habits, any thought that takes us away from Krishna, Varjanam. Any thought that makes us think that, oh, I'm so fallen, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, maybe Krishna wants me to suffer. Is this thought taking me towards Krishna? If not, then Varjanam. If it is taking me towards Krishna, I should think positively that in the worst situations, when sometimes we are forced to think, why is Krishna doing this to me? Did I commit any offense to Krishna or his devotees? Is Krishna like rejecting me? Even in those conditions, if we can go against our mind and say, no, Krishna loves me. Krishna, I'm yours. Whatever the world says, I am yours. And in that positive way, take shelter of Krishna. Only think of positive thoughts and reject negative thoughts. Then Krishna will definitely reciprocate. And we will see that. One time, there were two frogs. They were jumping. And they were following a group of other frogs. And these two frogs were lagging behind. And as they were trying to catch up, they were running and jumping. And in their hurry, they just jumped inside a well. And they didn't realize that. And when they jumped inside the well, how can a frog come out of the well? They can hardly jump up. They cannot jump up all the way out of the well. And so, but they were trying. They were jumping up. They were trying to jump up on the well, but they just couldn't. And then all the frogs, they were on the wall of all the other frogs who didn't fall in the well, they were on the wall, on the edge of the wall, and saying, stop it, don't try to jump, don't even try to jump. You won't reach. There's no point. And one of the frogs, he slowly stopped jumping. But the other frog, he was jumping higher and higher, and the other one was just losing his steam. And the other one jumped as high, and the more the frogs were saying, no, don't do it, don't do it. You will hurt yourself. It's okay, forget about it. Nothing can be done. The more they were saying that, the more he was jumping higher and higher. And at one point, he jumped so high that he came out of the well. And then all the frogs, all the other frogs who were discouraging him or showing him the reality, just were amazed. How could this happen? And they asked him, where did you find the strength? And then this frog, he started saying, I'm a deaf frog, which means he could neither hear, he could neither speak. So when all the other frogs, they were telling him not to come, not to jump, he could not hear them, so he felt that they are encouraging him to jump more, and he got more and more encouraged. And eventually he jumped out. This is the power of enthusiasm. This is the power of being positive in Krishna consciousness, thinking that Krishna loves me and I am yours, Krishna. You are mine and I'm yours. That is bhakti. Whatever the material world, if the material world discourages us, we don't get discouraged. We become deaf like that frog. Because if we hear, we'll become like the other frog who got disappointed and left and actually died in the well. So we want to get out of this well of the material existence, deep, dark well. So this anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam, to accept everything that is favorable in Krishna consciousness and to reject anything that takes us away from Krishna consciousness is the beginning of surrender, is the beginning, first two symptoms of Sharanagati, because without these two, without doing these two, we cannot do the rest of the four. So therefore we must watch. We must watch. This anukulasya sankalpa pratikulasya varjanam applies to watch. W-A-T-C-H. We must watch. W for words. We must watch. A for actions. We must watch. T for thoughts. We must watch C for character, and we must watch H for habits. W-A-T-C-H. We must watch the watch. We must watch our thoughts because they will become words. We must watch our words because they'll become action. We must watch our action because they become habits. We must watch our habits because that becomes our character. So it all starts from the positive thoughts. When Draupadi, when she was being disrobed so terribly by Dushasan, she tried to get help from everyone. Finally, when no one would help her, she just said, "Hey Krishna, hey Govinda." And at that time, Krishna appeared and he increased the length continuously of her sari. And Dushasan was pulling and pulling. But what was Draupadi focusing on? Draupadi didn't know that Krishna is actually increasing the length, nor was she expecting anything like that. She just said, "Krishna, I'm yours, and I'm focusing on your mercy." What we choose to focus on, that is what Krishna reciprocates with. She could focus on Dushasan, on the negative of Dushasan disrobing her, but she was focusing on Krishna's mercy. If we are in that situation, what would we focus on? When Gajendra was being pulled by the crocodile, he just raised his trunk with a lotus flower and said, "Please accept this, I'm yours." He was not focusing at that moment, he was focusing just on the mercy of Krishna, not focusing on the crocodile pulling him. And Krishna reciprocated. And how he reciprocated? He came down, he severed the head of the crocodile, and he pulled Gajendra and delivered the crocodile first because he was touching the lotus feet of a devotee, Gajendra. So let's focus on the mercy of Krishna instead of focusing on the negative things which are taking us away from Krishna. That is what is meant by Sharanagati. That is what is meant by surrender. Anukulasya sankalpa, pratikulasya varjanam. In fact, Srila Prabhupada said, he says, in any language, you can make your prayers. And then he gave us very special prayer. In his lecture, Srila Prabhupada said, we should pray, we should feel like this. I am worthless, Krishna. I am yours, but I am worthless. My Guru Maharaj has given this chance to serve Krishna, to offer. I have no capacity to serve you, but on the order of my Guru Maharaj, I'm trying to serve you. Please do not take any offense. Please accept whatever I can do. That's all. That's my request. And then this mantra is sufficient, because Krishna says, Yo me bhaktya prayachati, one who offers me with devotion. This is what devotion is. Krishna, I'm yours, but I'm worthless because I have rejected your mercy and come to this material world. And I've committed so many offenses. Life after life, you have tried to reclaim me, but I have insulted you and rejected you so many times. With what face can I come and ask you to accept this offering? I have no face, but my Guru Maharaj and Srila Prabhupada, they have ordered me. So by their mercy, please accept this. I'm very offensive. Please forgive me. Please do not take any offense. That is, Srila Prabhupada said, this is humility. This is helpless surrender. Atmanikshepa karpanyam. Shadvidha sharanagati. So in this way, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyaksha was killed by Sri Varahadev, Hiranyakashipu was killed by Lord Nrsimhadev. In fact, after Hiranyakashipu was killed, there is a pastime where the general of the army of Hiranyakashipu said, I will take revenge from Krishna. And so he performed another tapasya and he got the similar boons from Lord Brahma. And so this time he added, I should not be killed by nails, by anyone's nails as well. And so when he did that, he also started doing atrocities. The Devtas went to Krishna, and Krishna said, no problem. He again came as Narasimhadev, but this time he killed that general of Hiranyakashipu with, guess what? He could not use his nails. He killed him with a chakra made up of foam, because he said, I should not be killed by solid, liquid, or gas, not even by nails. So Krishna created a chakra, like a Sudarshan chakra, made up of foam. Foam is neither solid nor liquid. But with a foam chakra, how can anyone be killed? But with Krishna's foam, Narasimhadev's foam chakra, this general was killed. And Lord Nrsimhadev, he appeared at this place, at a place called Mangalgiri, which is near Vijayawada in South India. And there he assumed the form of Panaka Narasimha, which means jaggery water Nrsimhadev. He said, in Satya Yuga, you give me ghee, and in Kali Yuga, because there won't be much ghee, you offer me jaggery water, and I'll be very happy with that. Even today, devotees go and you fill half the amount of jaggery water. When we offer, we hear a burp, indicating that Lord Nrsimhadev is satisfied, and the rest half is prasad. And irrespective of how large the pot is that you're offering panaka or jaggery water, we hear the burp right when it is half offered. So these are the wonderful pastimes of Lord Nrsimhadev and the pastimes of his devotee, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakashipu, who are none other than Jay and Vijay, the gatekeepers of Vaikuntha. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. So if there are any questions or comments, we can take that now.
Yeah, sure, Prabhu. Thank you so much. Just now I saw that it is 10:20. I didn't even realize that it is, that we have passed so much time hearing you. Thank you so much. Any questions?
I'm sorry if I went over.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
No, Prabhu, it's
Dandavat
perfectly
pranam.
fine. We have time till 10:30, but
Okay.
10 minutes we can give for question and answers. So it's perfectly fine, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna,
Yeah,
Prabhu.
Suma ma.
Dandavat pranam. Excellent class, Prabhu. Surrender is so clear. Every time we need reminders, but it was so nectarian. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you, Mataji. Hare Krishna,
Krishna.
Dandavat Pranams, Prabhuji. And thank
Hare.
you so much, Prabhuji, for the association and guidance, Prabhuji. And Prabhuji, my question is, Hiranyaksha, did he has any benediction from Lord Brahma? Or only Hiranyakashipu had the benediction?
Hiranyaksha also received the same benedictions.
Okay, Prabhuji. So
First,
what did he ask,
Hiranyaksha went.
Prabhuji? Like,
Same things Hiranyaksha asked as Hiranyakashipu, and then he was killed by Varahadev, and then Hiranyakashipu went, and he asked the same things.
okay, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranams, Hare Krishna.
Hare.
Krishnamurti Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji. So we have no words to talk. In this, we have immersed in the. Your kind self has taken us to very near to the Supreme Lord. So I am grateful to Prabhuji. And then my request is, you please tell me the qualities of a devotee. That is, patience is father, forgiveness is mother, and then still I have to know another 6.
Yeah, these are the 8 relatives of a devotee.
Okay. Patience is
Patience
father.
is the father. Forgiveness is mother. Truthfulness is son.
Fruitfulness. One second, I am rating. Okay, son.
Sincerity is daughter.
Sincerity, daughter. Okay, Prabhuji.
Sadhu
Next.
Sangha. Sadhu Sangha is wife, who supports us and should always be with us. Self-control is brother. Compassion is sister. And detachment is true friend.
Friend.
Friend, that's correct.
Okay, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you. I am grateful to Prabhuji. At least if we cultivate these habits and regularly we were remembering all these things, definitely we may not forget your kind self and also Supreme Lord.
The Supreme
Thank you,
Lord,
Prabhuji.
mostly. Hare Krishna. Jai
So
Srila
yes,
Prabhupada
because
ki
you have
jai.
shown us towards Supreme Lord. So how we will see in Yugadi, Chandrama is there. In the same manner, you have shown the path to see the Supreme Lord. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
I'm very grateful to serve you and thank you for accepting the service.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. If we want more association, do you have any YouTube channel or something?
Yes, the YouTube channel is Advaita space Kalasudha. So if you go to
Kalasudha.
YouTube, yes, Advaita, Advaita space Kalasudha, that's the name of my wife. Kalasudha.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Pranam. Very nice, very nice. You gave us a lot of intakes, Prabhuji. It's a very lovely class. I missed on this that watch, the word watch you said.
Yes.
Yeah, W for words. And can you just repeat that, please?
Sure. W for words, A
Yes.
for action,
Yes.
T for thought,
Yes.
C for character,
Yes.
and H for habits.
Okay.
So we must watch our words, actions, thoughts, character, and habits, and always ask, are my words anukulasya sankalpa, favorable to Krishna consciousness? Are my thoughts favorable to Krishna consciousness? And if they are not, then reject them. Are my actions favorable to Krishna consciousness or not? If not, we reject them. Are my habits favorable to Krishna consciousness? Is my character pleasing to Krishna, favorable to Krishna consciousness? We must always watch that, because it all starts with the thought. Thoughts, watch our thoughts because they become actions. Watch our words because they become actions. Watch our actions because they become habits, and watch our habits because they become our character.
Yes, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Also, one thing more, that in Chaitanya Charitamrita, you were speaking about the Sharanagati, that Lord Chaitanya was telling Sanatana Goswami. Can you please give us a reference of that sloka, if you can?
It is in Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya 22.100.
Yeah. Okay, thank you so much, Prabhuji. Very nice class. Really appreciate
And it is also Srila Sanatan Goswami has mentioned this verse in Sri Hari Bhakti Vilas 11.417 as well.
11.417. Yeah, okay.
Yes. So if we want to measure our level of surrender, we just look at these 6 symptoms. How much are we, to what level are we having these 6 symptoms? And if not, if we can just try to develop that by acting on that platform, even though we may not be feeling, but if we just act on that platform, slowly it will start coming.
Yes, Prabhuji, I think it's a very important, this watch. Very, very important. I think we need to practice on that and, stress on those things. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Sona Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I must say that the lecture is really, really helpful. And when you told me the pray now, so that time my eyes were in tears. So it was really superb. Like you told that how much the confession we should have for Krishna. And the thing is that I am very pessimistic. Earlier I was more. So now it is say 8 to 9 months I am in bhakti, trying to be in bhakti. So your input will be really helpful for me, definitely, because the way you explain the surrender and the 8 relatives, so it is easy to keep it in mind whenever the bad thought comes. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. It is best lecture I have ever seen. Seriously. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Srila Prabhupada, this is all, we are repeating words that we have learned from Srila Prabhupada. And in fact, when Srila Prabhupada in his lecture, he was saying this prayer, he was crying as well. When he said, I'm worthless, but on the order of my Guru Maharaj, I'm trying to please you. I have no face. Please do not take any offense. Please accept me. And Srila Prabhupada, he was saying from his heart, and it was so heart touching. He had tears. If you Google or on YouTube, you can search for that video, and it has Prabhupada's prayer there.
Nice, Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Sandat.
Any other question or realization, comment?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, all things must pass. This is the very, very beautiful Prabhuji. It is to be get written in our front only. And we have to keep our packet. We have in all senses. All things must pass. All things must pass. Be happy. We have to start our journey with Sri Krishna.
Yes. Only our love for Krishna remains. Everything
Yes.
else in the material
Must pass.
world, all things must pass.
Pass. All things must pass. This is a very good lesson. Very, very good lesson. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we'll end Prabhu here. And thank you so much, Prabhu. So Prabhu is going to come, very often now onwards. And we will have Prabhu's association on every alternate week. Even Kalasudha Mataji's association as well. So thank you so much, Prabhu. We'll end the session here by doing Vaishnav Pranan mantra. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa पावनेभ्यो नमो नमः अनंत कोटि वैष्णव की जय पाद की जय और प्रेमानंद
Prabhupada ki jai.
Hare Hare
Hare
Bol.
Krishna.
हरे कृष्णा
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you so
Thank you
much,
very much.
Prabhuji. Thank you, Narayan Mehtaji.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्णा to all the devotees. Hari Bol.
Hare
End the
Krishna. Hare
session,
Krishna,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji.